Welcome to the McAllister Report. We join John McAllister, top football evaluator, as he shares wisdom and interviews coaches and athletes from around the country. Enjoy today's podcast.
Hello, I'm John McAllister with the John McAllister Report. And today we're going to go into the around the state, and my guest will be Gavin Dabo from Grove City High School, a suburb of Columbus. He's an offensive lineman. I saw him on video and I met him personally up at the University of Toledo spring practice, and impressed. 6'5", almost 6'5", 280 pounds, slender, long, and my kind of offensive lineman. It seems to be a really, really good young man. I'm excited to talk to him today. So if you sit back and enjoy my video podcast with Gavin Dabo from Grove City High School. Okay. I'd like to welcome my guest today. I saw him, I think at Toledo, Gavin Dabo from Grove City High School. How are you, my friend?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. It's a little wet out where I'm at, a little nippy and cold and wet. And when you get to my age, that stuff really bothers you, okay? I'm joking. Okay, tell me the actual measurements now.
I'm 280 pounds, 6'4" to 6'5" in between there.
Okay.
And I have a 80-inch wingspan.
That's
and a 9.5 inch span between my hands.
Right. That's really good. You really impressed me on the video. Okay. And I told you that. And the key will be to get into some games. Gavin Dabo, Grove City. Why do you like football? What makes football attractive?
I got into it because the culture, build a family base, have a bunch of friends that I can do things with all year round and enjoy life. And then it taught me life skills, how to work hard and get through things, not to back out and persevere.
Keep finishing, right? Keep persevering. That's really super. What are your strengths right now as a football player, Gavin?
My flexibility and able to move no matter the situation, and my mid-set pass pro I'd say is pretty good.
It really is. It is. And I think that we'll talk later. I want to talk about what I see, but I think you're right on with some of those things. And did you play basketball?
I played a little bit. Right now I just play AAU a little bit in the spring.
Okay, AAU basketball?
Yeah.
And you don't play high school basketball, huh?
I do not.
That's interesting. And probably anything in the spring? Just football?
Just football.
And getting stronger. Okay, you don't want to get any bigger than 280 right now. Don't let any college coach tell you to get to 300, or we'd like to see you at 300. Please don't do that. They'll make you there. You stay right around 280, at the most 285, because you have really good feet, and we can talk about it right now. You have really good feet, I think. I think you're square. I think when you block, both feet are on the ground. You can pull and seal the corner really well. I think that you've got maybe on pass protection to stay with your block a little bit longer. I mean, that's hard to do, but it's something to think about. Sometimes you just push them off, keep your balance. But you are don't know if you're going to be tall enough, but you are a left tackle. Ball's good. It's a team sport. You just ever think that you can take your anger, not anger, but your emotions out on players sometimes and not get in trouble?
Um,
Or don't
Depends on the situation and goal line. Yeah, but
you get off the ball, right?
yeah.
You get off the ball. Are you one of those guys, Gavin, that I call the white line guy? If you're on outside of the white line, you joke around and smile, but once you step over the white line, it's pretty much business.
Always.
Okay, that's really good. Okay, silly question for you. Oh no, let's go the other way. As you know, you've done a good job, and I mean, you know, I like you a lot. I just think that your ceiling is so high. You know, there are guys getting all these big offers right now, and they're probably pretty good, you know, but I think your offers are going to come. And if they don't, you're still Mac Love mid major, and you're going to be a good football player. Okay. Anybody you give credit to for pushing you a little bit or encouraging you a little bit? Anybody coming up through, or when you get tired, there's somebody there to pat like that?
When I was younger, my like mentor, Coach Alan Payne, he taught me everything from up until now. And now our offensive line coach at our school, Jay Howard, he's a genius. I could consider him college level coach. He knows an insane amount about the game. He's put me into a whole different situation.
Wow,
He's great.
good. That's a tremendous compliment to him. Okay, and to you, but that's also to him. That's super. Okay, I have three silly questions. Here's the first one. If you could change places with somebody for one day, 6 o'clock in the morning, midnight, at night, who would it be and why?
Adam Sandler. Love the
Who?
dude. Adam Sandler.
That's what I thought. Why do you love Adam Sandler?
He's just awesome, dude. He has the life. He just lives.
He's funny, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's crazy funny, and that's really good. Okay, let's go back. Are there words or philosophies or words you live by? Like even in my office here, I have some posters and signs and things like that. Are there anything words you live by when the going gets tough? You know, you got to keep going, finish anything like that.
Our big saying around our school with our football team is if it was easy, everybody would do it. Like,
You got that right. Oh
yeah.
my. Okay, so that makes football special. That's good. I'll tell you, in the middle of August when it's like 90 degrees out and all those people are swimming in the pool, then you have to think about football practice. But it's not. It's easy. Everybody would do it. That's really good. Okay, we talked about off the show. We talked about your academics a little bit, and I read where you're like engineering. Okay, is that right?
Yeah.
Are you strong in math then?
Yeah. Math is forte. I feel like that's my easiest subject. I cruise through it.
That's pretty good. You were born with that ability then.
Yeah.
Math people, and there are people that hate it or don't like it, and that's really good. Okay, we talked about what happens. What happens when a freshman or sophomore comes up to you and says, "You know, Gavin, I think I'm going to quit." What do you tell him?
I show them all the pros to being with our team, about our brotherhood and everything that it could take them through, and how many friends they would have.
Okay. Then do you tell them about maybe, you're only a play away, or what was your size as a freshman?
I was like 6'1", 185, 190.
Yeah. That's why you don't know what you're going to be coming out of that sophomore year. There's such a big growth spurt. And even from the junior year to the senior year, there's a lot of maturity and growth spurt going on. Okay, let's talk about the good things about football. I think we've talked about it. Let's talk about football from the standpoint, what are some of your weaknesses? You talked about your strengths, I think. What are some of your weaknesses? What do you have to work on?
I'd say my biggest
Or
weakness.
improve, I guess.
Two of my biggest weaknesses, in my opinion, are I'm a little too aggressive and I attack too early in pass pro, and that causes me to whiff a little. And my vertical set is a little slower, but I'm working on speeding that up.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I taught you're going to be a senior. Okay. I call it scrapbook time. Has there ever been a time for you when you'll look back and say, man, I remember that play, or I remember that's my scrapbook player. Your buddies 10 years from now, you're all sitting around drinking Pepsi, and you say, man, remember that play, Gavin? And what would be one for you? Have you had one like that?
Yeah, my sophomore year, we were playing Westland in the rain, and my helmet got ripped off in the middle of a play, and I continued and knocked 3 guys over.
That's good.
That would be my scrapbook play.
Well, I don't know. I was watching your highlight film, and you had one block where you blocked at the line of scrimmage, and you came down and you blocked 2 more guys. I mean, they weren't great blocks, but you hit 2 more guys. And I would tell you another strength, and I haven't talked about your strengths. I think the other thing is you can block on the second level. You know what I'm saying? You can block second level, do a good job, get your fanny down there, get set, and I think that speaks well of you. And also, you can block in space, and boy, not everybody can do that. You can block, and that's good as an offensive lineman. And you have really good feet. Who knows? Someday you may move into center. If you're playing a little bit of basketball, AAU, so you're dabbling with it, but also you have really good feet. But boy, you talk about a 6'5", 280-pound center coming into college. That's good size. That's good. Okay, has there ever been a time where the light came on for you, Gavin, where you said, you're going into your senior year, I got to step it up. I better get going here. I'm going to be bad. So has there been a time like that?
I'd say around the first couple games of my sophomore year, I felt like I needed to step it up because we were struggling as a team. And as a young guy, we didn't really have too many leaders. And I thought that I stepped up and took over that role, and
that's good.
That I needed to take that place and lead the team.
Let's go a couple more, because I really like, I joke about this to about everybody. When I started coaching, we had Super 8. I don't even know then we had video, and now do you do much film study? Do you watch film very much?
On my own or with the team?
Well, on your own.
I do a good amount of film study to show myself what I can improve on to make myself a better player for my team.
Okay, how about other team? Okay, do you look at other teams then quite a bit and see what the guy over you is like and things like that, or not?
Yeah, I try my best to figure out tendencies for the other team so I can have an advantage against them. and figure out what they're going to do before the play starts.
Okay, that's really good. Really good. Okay, and the recruiting now, just a question on recruiting. What are your thoughts on recruiting? Football. What would you suggest to people that are just starting to get recruited?
I'd say amp up your Twitter game as much as possible. That's where the recruiting game is at. You need to be you're a business. You need to sell yourself. You need to make people want you.
I totally agree with you. I go through Twitter every day, and more than once, just looking for names, Like, and then that may be how I found you. I don't know. I can't remember, but that's just looking for names, and don't go crazy on it, right? I mean, don't put every little thing on there, but get your face out there as much as you can. That's so huge. Okay, just a few more questions. They say energy is a big thing, and I think energy is huge. Even at my ripe old age, I still have energy. I still want to be the best. What kind of energy, and I don't mean about doing a bench press, what kind of energy can you bring to the team your senior year? What kind of positive energy can you bring?
My big thing that I've been preaching since my sophomore year when I was trying to be that leader for everybody is come to practice or game like ready. Like we need to get better, not let's get through this. You need to improve every single day. You don't just sit back and relax through practice and just try to get it over with so you can go home and play Xbox or something.
It's really good. It's really good. And you're going to push that attitude, right?
Yeah.
Really good. Super. And I ask you, I'm going to recruit you. I'm coming down to Grove City to recruit you. I haven't been there for a while, and I will see you this fall or this summer. Or what's your strongest personality characteristic? What's your strongest thing about, or your strongest thing, Gavin, that I'm looking for, and I see?
I'd consider myself a motivator. If I see someone they're about to break and give up, I push them through it. I make them think that they can go another hour when they think they have 10 seconds left.
Do you think that about yourself then?
Yeah, when I'm in that situation, I want to push harder.
Push harder, and you want to drive harder and push harder, right? You
Yeah.
got to finish it. Okay, that sounds really good. This is kind of a funny question. What do your teammates say about you behind your back?
I have no clue.
What do you want them to say about you behind your back?
I'd want them to say that I'm a great leader, a great person to learn from, and someone who motivates them to be better.
Super. Last question, okay? Last question. Where will you be 10 years from now?
10 years from now, I'd like to be starting off with my career in engineering and have a family of my own and work towards improving my life to get better every day.
Okay, that's good. And I do have one more. Okay, camps I think are huge. It's the college football camps. I don't think the rivals and all these upstart camps are there, but no, the people that really evaluate you, the decision makers aren't there at those. They aren't there. They're at the college camps. What's your thinking on college camps? Importance.
I think it's very good to go to a direct college camp, not like mega camps or FBU camps or anything like that. Like, go straight directly to the college, and when you're there, let coaches know that you're going to be there on this specific day and shake their hand and greet yourself.
Super. And play hard.
Yeah. Work your ass off.
That's good. We'll end with that. Okay. Thank you very much for being on my show, Gavin. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for the invite.
It's good. You deserve it. Thank you.
Thank you.